Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes set freakouts.
I don't ever want to see it again, ever! And if you don't do it, you're fired!
No, but can you do it? Please, James, say your line as you're walking over. Because we're doing rehearsal with the lines. Are we not?
For this list, we're ranking the video, audio, first-hand stories, or alleged accounts of filmmakers and actors flipping their lids, for whatever reason, while filming movies. What do you think is the funniest or scariest freakout? Let us know in the comments below. Now, if you can just remain calm, here's the top 10. Number 10, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible 7. Working through a pandemic is certainly stressful. Just ask Tom Cruise. While on the set of Mission Impossible 7, Cruise reportedly saw two crew members standing near a monitor and disobeying the 6-foot distance safety protocol. He subsequently lost his mind.
I don't ever want to see it again, ever! And if you don't do it, you're fired! And I see you do it again, you're gone.
In the leaked audio, Cruise can be heard screaming, calling the crew members obscene names, and threatening them with termination. The audio quickly made the rounds on the internet, and many people jokingly compared Cruise to Les Grossman, the loud, foul-mouthed character that he plays in Tropic Thunder.
That's physics. It's inevitable.
The tirade also resulted in 5 crew members quitting the production.
With the source adding, quote, "Tension has been building for months, and this was the final straw."
Number 9, Lindsay Lohan, The Canyons. In 2013, Lindsay Lohan starred in an erotic thriller called The Canyons, alongside adult film star James Dean. It did not seem like a pleasant working environment.
It's more fun to keep it a little complicated.
According to a piece by the New York Times, Lohan was particularly difficult to work with and often showed up late.
It's hard for me, too. That's why I tried helping you with the movie, because I care. But you don't have to go and say things that are going to hurt me.
In a piece of audio released through TMZ, Lohan can be heard arguing with Dean and eventually telling him to do his effing job.
Do your job.
Until you started talking over.
I didn't say anything as you just walked in. Right. Do your job.
The director, Paul Schrader, is left obviously flustered by Lohan's behavior and can be heard saying, "All right, I've had enough," before clearing the set.
You know, I'm telling you this because I think he's going to hurt you in the same way.
No, you're telling me this because you're jealous and a little drunk. God, it's such a girl thing to do.
Unfortunately, the movie was not worth all the aggravation, as it opened to horrible reviews and a video-on-demand release.
I never even thought this movie would get made.
Number 8, LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx, Any Given Sunday. Oliver Stone's Any Given Sunday is a football movie that stars Jamie Foxx as Steamin' Willie Beeman and LL Cool J as J-Man Washington.
You were a great football player. Now you done turned into a joke. You're playing, but you're dying inside.
The two characters serve as rivals, and that fictional rivalry eventually leaked into reality. While filming a scene, LL Cool J reportedly began improvising and got a little too physical with Foxx. Foxx didn't take too kindly to the improv, and when LL Cool J hit him again, Foxx lashed back. The fight escalated, and the police were eventually called to the set. No charges were filed in the ruckus, and co-star Dennis Quaid eventually chalked it up to the clashing of two enormous egos.
If you need me, Tony, I'll be there.
Number 7, Jerry O'Connell, Stand By Me. This one was scary, but thankfully, eventually turned out okay. While filming the iconic 1986 coming-of-age drama Stand By Me, young Jerry O'Connell had a bad trip.
Come on, Bruno. Come on, Bruno.
Many years later, co-star Kiefer Sutherland lightheartedly told the story of what occurred. Apparently one day, O'Connell sneaked off to a nearby hippie fair and unknowingly purchased some pot cookies.
No, I swear, it wasn't me.
The cookies, of course, overwhelmed the young actor and led to the closing of the set. In Sutherland's own words, they found him crying in the park, lost and completely disoriented, and we had to shut down for 2 days.
Oh, great story.
Yeah, it's a great story, Gordy. I just didn't like the ending.
Number 6, Lucy Liu and Bill Murray, Charlie's Angels. There's a reason that Bill Murray didn't return for Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Charlie, I've really enjoyed working on this assignment, and I eagerly anticipate returning to work.
For one thing, Murray seems to detest the movie's director, McG. But there have also been some long, swirling rumors that Murray and Lucy Liu did not get along while filming the 2000 original.
Alex, you okay?
She's having trouble with her secret identity, boss.
Murray allegedly told Lou that she couldn't act, and Lou retaliated by throwing punches. Another story goes that Lou misinterpreted something that Murray had said as a personal attack, resulting in an extended verbal brawl.
That does it.
Either way, it's clear that tensions were high and that there was some degree of freakout, whether it be of the physical or verbal variety.
This feels like it could be the first day of the last of my life, you know what I mean?
Number 5. Richard Pryor, Yaphet Kotto, and Harvey Keitel. Blue Collar. In 1978, these three starred together in a drama called Blue Collar. It was also Paul Schrader's directorial debut, and the process proved to be so stressful and nightmare-inducing that he almost quit the movie industry altogether. The three main actors did not get along and fought frequently.
This is what we gotta figure. We gotta think about that a little bit, you know what I mean?
However, things tended to escalate. One day, Keitel was beaten by Pryor and his bodyguard after throwing an ashtray at the camera. In another instance, a frustrated and drugged-out Pryor allegedly pointed a gun at Schrader.
You've done worse, man. This is our union.
But unlike the aforementioned The Canyons, Blue Collar was widely adored upon release. At least something good came from all the trouble.
And you know what, asshole? We got our raise. I'm proud of my union.
Number 4. David O. Russell, Heart Huckabees. It's pretty much an open secret in Hollywood circles that director David O. Russell can be, let's say, difficult to work with.
I'm lucky if I last another day!
Much of his long career is peppered with allegations of wild behavior, and that was on full display during the filming of I Heart Huckabees.
That's all I was doing, was trying to help figure out everything.
In a leaked video, Russell can be seen freaking out on star Lily Tomlin. The two reportedly didn't get along while filming, and the video shows Russell screaming and swearing at Tomlin, calling her abusive names, kicking items, and throwing papers off a desk. Yeesh.
Have you two made up?
We always make up.
You always make up.
He's a very volatile, creative guy, and I really love him. And I had friends say, well, will you work with him again? I said, in a heartbeat, just because everything he does is different and stellar. It's quite wonderful.
Number 3. Tom Sizemore and Val Kilmer, Red Planet. In 2000, erstwhile friends Tom Sizemore and Val Kilmer co-starred in a science fiction film called Red Planet.
Short time to live. Long time to wait.
The movie was filmed in the Australian outback, and production had paid to have Sizemore's elliptical machine delivered to the remote shooting location. This really ticked off Kilmer, who allegedly told Sizemore, "I'm making $10 million on this. You're only making $2 million." In response, Sizemore threw a 50-pound weight straight at Kilmer. The weight missed and Kilmer was unharmed. Later, the two were filming a fight sequence when Sizemore punched Kilmer in the chest and knocked him to the ground. Their tentative friendship was understandably shattered, and they reportedly had a falling out after filming had wrapped.
I need my air for the launch. Take this back, Gallagher. Accomplish the mission.
Number 2. David O. Russell, again, and George Clooney, Three Kings.
I want the story this time.
You'll get the story. Okay.
George Clooney was apparently another target of David O. Russell's infamous wrath. Russell was allegedly very temperamental throughout the filming of Three Kings, and stories have emerged of Russell pushing an extra, making a script supervisor cry, and screaming at a car driver.
I thought they'd have our support, they don't. Now they're getting slaughtered.
While filming the action-packed climax, Russell and Clooney reportedly got into a physical altercation, forcing one of the producers to step in and break up the fisticuffs. Even to this day, it's unclear who started the brawl. Clooney states that Russell headbutted him, but Russell says that it was Clooney who struck first.
What's happening?
Accident, stay cool.
Either way, it sounds like Three Kings had an incredibly tense working environment.
Let's get out of here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Christian Bale, Terminator Salvation.
I hope he's listening to this.
The freakout to end all freakouts. Christian Bale made headlines in 2008 following this massive blowout on the set of Terminator Salvation.
Do I want? No! No! Don't shut me up!
The story goes that the movie's director of photography, Shane Hurlbut, had walked onto the set during filming and distracted Bale.
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you!
Bale flew into a 4-minute-long frenzy which featured him threatening to quit, threatening the DP that he'd kick his effing ass, and unleashing a barrage of anger and cursing that would have Tony Montana covering his ears.
Hey!
Even though many people defended Bale's actions, the rant was widely mocked in the media, particularly on late-night TV. Dare we say this rant may even be more popular than the movie itself?
What don't you get about it?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.